evening, Eric. Hello. Good evening. Can you hear me? Neri, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Great. How are you tonight?
I'm fine.
Oh,
Pretty good.
okay. Great. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, a good weekend. I finished the test.
Oh,
That
great.
was important. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What else did you do on the weekend?
Well, rest. Stay at
Rested?
home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you live?
San Juan Pico.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. All right. Robert, how are you?
Perfectly fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Do you have a good weekend?
Let's say so.
Okay, that's good. All right. Um, we are going to start today's class by saying how your English is. How do you think your English is? Okay. How is your English? How well do you speak English? Okay. How do you think your English is? Okay. Robert, how do you think your English is?
Well, basically, mm, if I evaluate myself, my knowledge, my pronunciation as well, I think that my English level is just like an average. It's not that good, but as well, it's not that bad at all.
Oh, okay. So
That's what I think.
you can say that your English is good.
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. Okay. Because, the level is satisfactory, satisfactory, good, very good, excellent. Okay. So,
Okay.
maybe you think your English is good. Okay. Do you think if you go to have you ever been to the United States?
No, but I have previously worked in a call center, doing
Oh,
everything in English,
okay.
answer to the question of the customers in English.
Oh, what call center did you
And
work for?
I have worked in just like, let's say that I have worked in three call centers because one of them have changed the name when I came back to that call center. I have worked for Scream as well. Well, on Scream, the first time that I have worked for them, I have worked as a bilingual agent.
Okay.
I just had to do translations from technicians to the customers once the technician has arrived to do an installation. And if the customer was experiencing some issues trying to communicate with the technician, as well, I was able to assist to the customers with billing issues and with technical support issues as well.
Okay.
After that, I have been in a full technical support account that was in Sykes.
Okay.
When I have entered into that company, I have well, they just helped me out to improve my English level
Mm-hmm.
in order to be appropriate to deal with customers completely in English, and I was able to do it. So far, so good.
Okay.
This after that, I have worked for Convergys. I don't know if you have heard
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
but I was in an AT&T account uh, selling.
Computers.
Yeah, selling. You're doing sales.
Sales. Okay.
Yep.
All
Sales of
right.
packages, sales
A- a-
of equipment, that type of sales.
And right now, where are you working?
Right now, I'm working in an electrical, well, let's say that it's a company who is in charge of electrical distribution, but it's in charge of providing equipment to the electrical distribution companies or electrical transmission companies. It's a company which is the direct competition of Siemens. I don't know if you have heard
Oh yeah.
about Siemens.
Hmm.
So yes, I'm working for that company,
Okay.
specifically on the power grid area,
Good
which is
job.
transmission and distribution.
Ay, no, ya viene la imagen.
Good job. Good job. Very good, Robert. I didn't know you had worked at call centers and everything else. I think you're doing all right. Okay. Maribel, Freddie, Marcelo, and Evelyn. Uh, today, I want you to tell me how you think your English is. Okay. I want you to tell me if your English is satisfactory, good, very good, or excellent. Okay. Who wants to be next? Robert already told us. And who wants to be next? Freddie, Marcelo, Maribel, or
Me,
Evan?
it's okay.
Oh, Maribel. All right, Maribel, go ahead and tell us. Go ahead and tell us,
Okay.
please.
Um, I've studied English for 15 months, but many years ago. So I don't remember many words. I think my English is not very good. I think so. But I trust in me, and I would like to be an excellent speaker English. I would like to speak English fluently.
Okay.
So, mhm. So I think
Falta la Marta, ma.
it's a
Dice que ya viene.
it's a goal for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And I enjoy learning
Porque no le
English.
damos en refriega, ma.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. All right. I think your English is you are able to communicate, and maybe in the future you can get in touch with a company that works for Americans, so that you can get a job with employers that
Can you,
speak English.
can you get some for me?
Sure, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Sure. I know
Go
people,
to Canadian or USA.
but you're an accountant, right? You're an accountant, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
but in the
what um where do you live? Where can you tell?
I live in Ciudad Delgado, San Salvador City.
Ah, okay. Maybe you know what? Maybe you want to go to the call centers, but then maybe you can work as an accountant in a call center. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think they need an accountant.
Of course
They
they do. Of course they do. They have a resource. They have a
no,
human.
but like call center or receiving calling
No,
llamadas.
no, no.
Oh, okay.
Working as an accountant.
Okay.
All
Mhm,
right,
mhm.
because you communicate in English, and that's good, and you understand English, and then you can speak, you can answer back in English, right?
But teacher, what can I do with the words? I think the more difficult for me is learning new words, the the meaning, because my memory. I think it isn't so good.
Your memory is good. I think your memory is good. All you have to do is to read and listen every single day. Listen and read besides the online class, okay? I mean, you have to take some time. It's a personal challenge, the one you're taking, okay? You love English, you have a passion to learn. So what you can do is to study extra, okay? To study a little bit more. You take your online class and maybe you can stay one more hour, or maybe you can study an hour before we start and stuff like that. Additional to this, so you have to listen to English. Maybe you want to use the YouTube channel. Like, for example, if you don't know a topic, for example, you want to know the pronunciation of the past tense of irregular verbs. So you just type in the pronunciation of the irregular verbs. YouTube. When you and then you click on enter, and then you will get a lot of people pronouncing the verbs for you. Or maybe, for example, maybe
Listo, pues. Te voy a
if
invitar
you
yo, te voy a invitar yo.
if you wanna
Vaya, Magi, también invitemos a la Marta.
if you wanna get for example, if you wanna learn new tips to study English or to learn English, you can type in YouTube, you can type tips to learn English. And then you listen to that. Whatever comes to your mind, you can type it in the YouTube channel, and you will get Americans explaining the lessons. Then that you have to watch at least two two new videos, okay? And listen and find out the meaning of the verbs on the web with your computer. Okay, that you have to do that every single day. And maybe you want to have your notebook. You want to take your notes. You want to use your notebook, okay, to write down the meaning and the words. And you have to read that every day, every day, every day, every day. And that's the way it is. Learning is like a pyramid, right? Learning is like a pyramid, like a pyramid. When you start learning is like a pyramid. Learning is like the base of the pyramid is so long, and you learn a lot because you have a lot to learn. But when you have learned a lot, see, the pyramid gets a little narrow, and it's more difficult for you to learn anything, not only English, but anything. Math, physics, accounting, English, French, whatever. It's more difficult to learn. So you have to dedicate more time. And then write down your speeches, whatever you want to say. You have to keep a daily journal. You call it journal, writing daily what you did, okay? The most important things of your day, what you did during the day. You can write that down. And maybe you want to have a friend with whom you can chat or you can speak, all right? Or here, for example, um, I can assign you one speech every day, and you can speak for 2 minutes before we do the class, before we do the online class, okay? Before we do the platform. That's why I decided that you needed to speak more in my class, but we have to take care. We have to always take care of the platform, because that is they're gonna pay for your courses there, okay? And then number two, you have to finalize this course. You have to finalize this course. You never leave anything unfinished. You have to finish whatever you start, Maribel. Whatever you start, everybody, Astrid, Marcelo, Lorena, Evelyn, Jose, Neri, Robert, Freddy. It, it's more important what you finish than what you started and never finished. Are you following me? Do you understand? What is more important, what you start or what you finish?
When we finish.
What you finish. What you finish. What you finish. Okay.
I think teacher, all of us have studied English before.
Right.
So we continue. We
Right.
are continuing.
But you have to finish. That's very important, okay? Rule number 1, you never leave anything unfinished. Never leave anything unfinished. You have to finish. If you start something, you have to finish it, okay? So maybe you want to do that, Maribel, okay? But you're going to have to invest more time. And you're going to have to sacrifice yourself a little bit more, okay? But you're going to see the results later on. You're going to see the results later on, and you might get a better job. And
I think it's very difficult in El Salvador because they pay attention to the age.
To the what?
Age.
What is that?
Age. La edad.
No, the age. The age.
The age. Huh? The age.
Yeah, the age. No, but you look very young.
Favor, me asusté. What is the slang? Favor, me asusté, Freddy o Pico?
You look very young. Don't pay attention to that, okay? You have to believe. You have to believe. Believe.
I have to be positive.
Say the word.
I have to be positive.
Say the word believe. Believe.
Believed.
Do you believe?
I am believing me. I am believing God.
You believe in God and in you. Yeah, right. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Okay, Freddie, how do you think your English is, Freddie?
Well, teacher, honestly, I think I have a good English, but it's not the level I really want to have.
Okay.
Maybe my main weakness is that I feel so nervous when I want to speak English. I really want to speak English like I speak in Spanish.
Right, exactly right.
Yeah, and always every day I want to know new words, but sometimes I can't remember in the moment that I have to use it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Now,
and
go ahead.
I have to improve with my confidence in myself. I'm trying to don't feel nervous when I'm speaking, and for that reason, I consider I have a good English. Like, for example, like a 6 or 7, but I know I have to reach the 10.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And what are your aspirations for the future?
Well, maybe I want to work in a call center.
Okay.
That could be a goal, a short term. And
Yeah,
then I want to study maybe other language or the professional career.
Right. Okay. Okay.
This is the step 2.
Right. Okay. So remember that you need to study more and be ready for a call center. Be ready for a call center, okay? Because it takes a lot. It it takes a lot of mm, a lot of energy, a lot of intelligence, a lot of emotions. Okay, what I wanted to explain to you, Freddie and everybody else, is that we have three domains. These are called domains. Domains. Okay, we have the intelligence domain. Here it is. We have the intelligence domain. We have the emotions domain, and we have the speaking in public domain, or speaking to other people, Salvadoran, American, and so on. Okay, in this second, when you're speaking, you're using your intelligence, but also you're using your emotions. Okay, and when you speak in public, you're using your intelligence and your emotions, and you have to always be in control of your emotions. Always. Okay. All the time. Whenever you're interacting with American people, you have to be calm. You have to be in control of your emotions. Like, for example, let me give you a good example. Let's say that you have a girlfriend and you go eat pupusas with her, and there is Jose, and Jose is looking at your girlfriend too much. How are you going to feel? How are you going to feel, Freddie? Let me write the word for you. Okay.
Jealous. Jealous.
Jealous. You're going to
A
feel,
big eyes.
yeah, right. You're going to feel jealous. Jealous. If you don't control that emotion, you will have a big problem. You will have. So it's the same when you speak. The same when you speak. When you speak, you feel nervous, but you don't have to feel nervous. You have to control that. Okay? You have to control that all the time. So remember, intelligence, emotions, your emotions, and when you speak in public. Okay? You use your intelligence and your emotions together. Those are the domains, all right? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Astrid, how do you think your English is?
It's a little difficult for me. It's difficult the pronunciation and the listening.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Understanding English
understand
sometimes because you don't understand the words that they're.
because it's more easy understand in my mind, but externally the thoughts and the words is more difficult.
Right, right. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So how do you think your English is? Satisfactory, good, very good, or excellent?
It's good in this country and professionally is important because in many jobs it's necessary to talk speak English
In
because
English.
many companies are international companies and you have to communicate with other people in other countries and English is the first I
And
think
where do you work? You said the other day.
No sirven mucho, tienen un eco. Le hace
Uh,
chun,
huh?
chun. No
what is
Where
the
sirven.
question?
where do you work?
I work in digital.
Oh, okay. Doing what?
I am I work in the purchase area.
Okay. Do you ever speak to Americans on the phone?
Yes, sometimes I have to talk with vendors of the other country of the
Okay.
American vendor.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And your boss knows that.
But is more frequently by email. But
Oh, by
sometimes
email.
is
Okay.
more yes, but sometimes yes, I have to talk, but it's more difficult for me.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So what you have to do is to read, to see more videos, to be in touch with the language so that you improve. Continue to improve your English, right?
Mhm.
All
Okay.
right. All right. Thank you, Astrid. Jose, how do you think your English is?
Well, the English is a tool to to build my future can be. The English is the key to change my currently job. Uh, the English is important. For example, if I will decide to travel to 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 other country,
Okay.
there I will need to
To speak.
have convey to express my ideas with natives, you know.
All right. Yeah, right. Okay. And how do you think your English is? Satisfactory, good, very good,
Satisfactory.
satisfactory. What do you have to do to make it better?
Um, try
To read more,
to learn to read more and
to watch
try
videos.
to understand the
Hmm.
videos,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then
uh,
speak.
and then speak. Sorry.
Okay. That's what you have to do. Okay, how about you, Evelyn? How are you?
I'm good.
And how is your English? Satisfactory, good, very
Mm,
good,
I think it's not good.
not good?
Uh, no, because I understand the Latin English, but I would like to understand native English speakers.
Ah, okay.
So yeah. In other point, uh, it's difficult to me memorize words. My memory is not good. I don't know why, but it's not good. So I understand the words in other person, but when I try to use, it's difficult to me.
Uh-huh. You have the same difficulty as Maribel, right?
Yeah,
You're saying you don't have
I
a,
identify with her.
you don't have a good memory, but the problem is this: you want to remember English, but
Hmm.
you read very little.
I don't like read, honestly.
Uh-huh.
In
Okay.
Spanish, no, less in English.
If you don't read, you're not going to
Try.
remember. If you don't read,
Yeah.
if you don't listen, if you don't see videos, you're not going to remember. So you have a
Hmm.
good memory, and Maribel has a good memory too, but you have to read more and you have to see videos more, and you have to then when you have been, for example, seeing videos, reading new words, finding out the definitions, the meaning of the words for
Hmm.
a few days, you will remember everything. But you have to read every day. You have to read
Mm,
every day. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I
that
know.
way you
So
will
we
remember.
have to study. We have to study every day the new
Exactly.
words.
Exactly.
Repeat the lesson. Repeat the lesson. For
Uh-huh.
example, complain, offenders, punishment. When
Uh-huh. You see,
Mhm.
you have a good memory.
I only wrote at the in my notebook, but I can repeat every day. So
Yeah.
the new
Yes, me
lesson, the
too.
new lesson, the new lesson. So I don't have enough time to study.
Ah, but you have a
I
good
am
memory.
I
You
am
have a good memory.
old.
No, no, I think you're young. You're very young. I
Thank
think
you.
you're very young.
Dejo
Uh-huh.
los caminos. Dejo los
Right,
caminos.
right, 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 right. But you know, it maybe the most important thing is in a job interview, they will ask you, do you believe in yourself? They will ask you, do you believe in yourself, Maribel? Do you have faith in you? Do you believe in yourself? What is the answer, Maribel?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Right,
Yes, I do.
right. That is the key. Because if they ask you a question and you cannot answer it, that's terrible. That's not good.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Marcelo, how is your English?
Hello, good night.
Good evening. How is your English? Good, satisfactory,
Sorry.
good, very good, or excellent?
I think it's regular because I think that I know that some words or some expression, but I learned the rules, but when I speaking, I forget the rules to communicate or when I need to use the rules or something like that. But when I try to explain my idea, I the other
Salud.
people understand, but no what I think that it's not right the right rule or the right expression to communicate.
But you have to read it again to remember, right?
Yes, I true.
You have to read the rule again to remember it. That is the key. That is the key to read again, to see the video again, to read the book again, and that's the way it is. Okay. All right. Let me see, Lorena. How do you think your English is?
Hello, how are you? Good night.
Good evening. How do you think your English is?
I think my English is more or less good.
Okay.
Um, okay, I understand everything. It tells me, but sometimes it's difficult for me to speak because I always, I always, I think they will don't understand me. So for that reason, it's hard to me. Mm, I think okay, I need to learn more because I need to speak in my job.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, yeah,
Where do you work?
in the camera.
Oh, the
So
Cameron.
I have
Right.
American guest every day, so it's my job. And this is hard for me because um, I think sometimes they don't understand me. I
Uh-huh.
think my pronunciation is good, but my vocabulary low is a little.
Oh, okay. So, your English is satisfactory, good, or very good?
I think it's good.
Good. All right. Okay. How can you improve it?
Um, how I can improve it.
How can you improve your English?
Okay, I improve my English more learn or practice more or read more. I think help me with I learn a video or lyrics video is practice for me. So I improve that.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
improve, yeah.
Good job. What about you, Narek? How is your English?
Well, I think it's just good
Your English is good.
because yeah, I studied 3 years ago. I studied English 3 years ago, but I didn't practice these 3 years, so I forgot grammar. I forgot words, the meaning of words,
Okay.
and I'm too shy, and that's why I didn't practice.
Okay.
So
Have you worked at a call center or something like that?
no, I tried.
Oh, you tried?
So
Okay. You
yeah, I
went to an
tried, but
interview?
yeah, but they need 85%,
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh. You need to
it
study more.
was yeah. I need to practice more.
Okay. Okay. Maybe in the future, right? You can give it a try.
Yeah, I will try again.
Sure. Okay. So thank you very much. Okay. Now, Maribel, did you finish, everybody? Did you all finish the midterm exam?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I did it.
I
No.
finished.
Jose, you haven't?
No, I haven't.
Are you going to take it? Let me see. Okay. So, Jose, you have maybe today and tomorrow. Did you do section 4, Jose?
Section 4 is already.
Oh, okay, good. Very good. Good job. We're going to leave section 5 for last. Next week is our last week of this course. And then what you have to try and do, what you have to try and do, what you have to try and do, I'm sorry, because I'm listening to something else. Okay. What you have to try and do is to take the exam any of these days. Okay. It could be today, tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday. And you finish lesson 4, section 4, right? So what you have to do is to leave section 5 for last week, for the next week, okay? So by next Wednesday, you have to have finished by maybe by
Wednesday.
next Tuesday, next week, okay? I'm talking about the 26th, the 26th of August. You have to have finished lesson 5.
26.
Yeah, you have to have finished lesson 5, and then on Thursday, the latest, you have to have finished the midterm exam, okay? So we want to do this so that in Insaforp, they see that you have finished the sections and that you're about to finish the final exam. Next week, by Wednesday, I want you to have finished the final exam, okay? So that way everybody is going to be all right, and you have no trouble at all, okay? So they're going to give you the okay to continue. Is that the way it happens? uh is that the way it happens, Freddie?
Sorry?
Okay, you finish up the course and then you continue, basically the next Monday you continue with the next course, right? So we're gonna let me show you. I don't know if you can see the calendar. Here is the calendar. Okay, so next Thursday, the 29th, will be our last class of advanced 3, right? Pre-advanced 3. And then Monday, Monday, the second, Monday, September the 2nd, we are going to start the pre-advanced 4, right? Is that correct?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to finish everything by next Wednesday or Thursday. Whenever I see you next Thursday, I want you to tell me, teacher, we finished the final exam. We finished it and we are done with the course. We are done with the platform, okay? So that in INSAFORP, they're going to see that you finished everything, okay? And then you will be able to continue because they're paying a lot of money for you to take this course, right? They're paying a lot of money for you to be online in classes online, right? So we got to do that, okay? So do you have any questions about any
I have a
exercise?
question, teacher.
Okay, go ahead, Astrid. About
With the 4.8 and in the knowledge check.
4.8, 4.8. Okay, give me 1 second, okay. 4.8. This is, can you see the screen?
No.
No, not yet? Okay, wait a second, it's coming up. It's coming up. 4.
No yet.
Can you see the screen already?
No yet.
Not yet, not yet. Okay. It's coming up. Don't worry about it. It takes a little bit. Section 4. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. 4 point what? 4.7? 8. Okay. 4.8. It's coming up in a second. Oh, is that the one?
No. Is the knowledge check. Knowledge check.
Okay.
You are in the middle exam.
Okay, let me go back.
Reenvíamelo porque quizás así se me refresque la memoria porque te juro que no sé de qué me está hablando. Y si te lo dije, bueno, quizás no me acuerdo.
What? Okay. This is the one, right?
Yes.
Okay. It says behind the scenes. That's the name of the lesson, right?
Mhm.
Read the following sentences.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Okay.
Finding the-
It says pretty following sentences add non-defining relative clauses in parentheses to the sentences. Okay. Whenever you use a non-defining clause, yeah, it says non-defining, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so what you have to do is a foreign correspondent travels all over the world. A foreign correspondent right here. Can you see the little hand over here?
Uh-huh.
You have to write who writes about events in the countries, and then you write a comma. Okay, you have to write a comma. Who writes about other events? No, about events in the countries. About events in other countries. Events in other countries. And you're supposed to write a comma right there, very fast. It's non-defining. I believe I would have to explain it to you in chat so you can understand it better. Okay, non-defining means that it is not important or relevant to the sentence. You can make it disappear, and the sentence would always be correct. Okay, so a foreign correspondent who knows, are you supposed to write the whole sentence? Read the following okay, so you would have to write it like this. I think it's the whole thing. Okay, a foreign, is that the way you're supposed to do it?
These real following sentences are the non-defining relative.
Correspondent. Okay, see, a foreign correspondent, then you write a comma, and you're giving additional information about the correspondent. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Additional information about the correspondent. You're saying who writes about events in other countries. Let me erase that. Okay, in other countries. Okay, what's happening here is that it is not relevant or it doesn't affect the sentence. Okay, travels all over the world. There you go. Okay, so that is a non-defining sentences. You're giving additional information about this, about this word. Okay, about the word. Additional information about correspondent. Okay, and the additional information is who writes about events in other countries. That's why you write between commas. See, here's okay, and then if you don't say it when you're saying the sentence, like for example, a foreign correspondent travels all over the world, it makes sense. The sentence makes sense. You're just giving more information about the correspondent. Okay,
Mhm. Okay.
that's basically it. That's basically it. Okay. Another one. Let's try to, let me see. Let's write non-defining, right? Non-defining. All right, a web page designer who is an artist needs sophisticated computer knowledge. Right? Is that what you wrote?
Okay.
Is that what you wrote?
Yes.
It's a web page designer, comma. Then you have to write a comma because you're writing non-defined. Who is a graphic artist, comma, another comma, needs
Okay.
sophisticated computer knowledge. There you go. Okay, that's the way you write them. Okay, an editorial page editor, and then you have to write who is a daily newspaper columnist. Okay, an editorial page editor. Then you write a comma. Okay, and then you start writing who. You're giving more information about the editor, who is a daily newspaper columnist, comma, gives opinions about current issues. Okay, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Okay, now
And you have to put a point to the end.
a period. You try it with the period. If it doesn't work, take it off. Okay, remove it, take it out, and see what works. Okay, see. Okay, we can take them out if you want. We can take them out. Let's take them out and see what happens. See what happens. Okay, I'm gonna take them out and see what happens. And then later on, if it doesn't work, we're gonna write the period. Okay, and then can you tell me this one?
What?
Can you tell me the answer?
For the gossip columnist who gets
Comma.
who gets to go to fabulous parties.
Who gets to go to fabulous parties? Parties. Right.
Right about celebrities and scandals.
And scandals. So I didn't write this. I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
I understand. I think that my problem is with the final point.
Oh. So we're gonna have all the kids. That's exactly what you have to do. That's what you have to do exactly. Okay? There's no other way of doing that.
But it's with periods.
With periods, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna write down periods. If not, nothing's wrong. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
If something fails, you have to keep trying until see, or maybe I wrote one of the words incorrectly, and then the problem. Okay, so really have to find out. Write the period and see what happens. And the time is almost gone, people. All right, guys. Okay, so give it a try. It took us a long time to do that. But please, guys, Jose, please take exam. All right, tomorrow and see if you took it. Okay, here we go. You guys, night. I will see you tomorrow. We're gonna take care. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on. See, to write something. You have to double check that we wrote all the words correctly. Okay, okay, guys. You good night. Take it easy, and enjoy yourselves and be happy. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, Maribel.
You too. Bye.
Study. Okay, see you guys. You have a great night. You have a great night. Bye-bye.